We're going to be talking about the Republican Party today. It wasn't always the way it is now. In fact, it was completely different to what it is nowadays.
How about the ongoing debate between Lincoln and Trump? Apparently they're polar opposites now.
Yeah, that's very true.
Let's state the differences.
I will fight for the abolition of slavery. I will build that wall. Proclamation, emancipation is the way to go.
Wrong. White supremacy is the way to go.
I want my freedom for this slavery.
I could grant that to you.
Wrong. He should stay that way.
But the Bill of Rights and the Constitution state that one should be free and have the same right as all.
But the Bill of Rights is so old, man, and nobody even cares about the Constitution.
In this Constitution, it clearly stated in the preamble, we the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish the Constitution for the United States of America. Furthermore, in this Constitution, it has the amendments. The first one is the most important and the one that most people remember, which is that people have the freedom of religion, speech, press, to assemble, and petition. Things that Donald Trump is refusing to give us. Well, Lincoln did follow all of these things, so that's the main difference between Donald Trump and Abraham Lincoln. And now onto the elections, both 1860s elections and 2016's elections.
Citizens of the United States nowadays only seem to acknowledge the current elections and neglect the most crucial one, the presidential election of 1860, a decisive moment in American history.
It determined the abolition of slavery, introduced the Republican Party to the nation, and most importantly, made Abraham Lincoln President of the United States of America.
Lincoln, perhaps the most influential individual in American history, represented a Republican Party that had completely different ideals to those that are associated to the nowadays known Republican Party, led by Trump. Of course, at that time, their main objectives were to abolish slavery, create peace in America, give freedom to everyone, and also peace.
This was written in the Constitution and Declaration of Independence of the United States. Nevertheless, the Republican Party no longer follows its initial purpose. Actually, with the current elected president, the use of racist and patriarchal declarations has become ever so common. This is alarming to many people, as it could potentially mean that America would become a segregated nation, just like it was in the 50s and 60s.
I'm glad you mentioned that. It was at this time, the 50s, that the Republican Party had its abrupt change. Its supporters were mainly white, but thanks to the civil rights movement, the supporters of the Democratic Party changed to the Republican Party and vice versa. This was because the Republican Party representative refused to sign the document that declared the end of segregation.
And ever since that happened, the Republican Party has stayed the same, consisting primarily of white supporters and being conservative. And seeing how the next 4 years will be like, we think that the Republican Party will never be liberal like it was when Abraham Lincoln was president.
I want my
Yeah. Citizens is
Ya estás, Pietro.
Press.
Ya había acabado. Okay. ¿Por qué lo tiene que ser tan complicado para mí? Él lo único que dijo fue wow, wow. Hace... Ya.
When you try your best but you don't succeed.
Lincoln, perhaps the most influential... ¿Por qué se me apaga? ¡Ya!